Oh, it's another FF14 video. That's great, because the last one went so well for me. Hi there, how you doing? Over the course of FF14's history, or rather, my history with FF14, I've played multiple jobs. When I initially started the game, I went Black Mage because I dreamt of being anywhere as cool as Vivi from FF9 or Shantoto from FF11. I was a Black Mage for a good while, right up to the end of main game Shadowbringers. I was a summoner for post-game, then during the wait time for Endwalker, I promptly picked up Astrologian. I used to stress test myself in the tower at Paradigm's Breach all the time, trying to challenge myself to keep everyone in my alliance alive. So, when it was time for Endwalker to show his face, several changes happened to Astro's kit, which made me not want to play the job anymore. Ugh. So, I was at a loss. I wanted to play a healer, but I wasn't sure what to pick up. I could play a white mage, but could I stand being lumped in with 500 pink sparkly cat girls all named after strawberries, boba, and candy? Yeah, probably not. I could play Scholar, but I don't know. My IQ is higher than 0.5, and I prefer the purple crayons over the red ones. Oh, shut up, it's funny. Oh, what is a humble pumpkin to do?
Kren, what you seek lies not in these jobs. Do you wish for big heals? Big DPS? Do you desire being at a higher aggro level than your casters, and bigger passes than your co-healer, yet no recognition in return? Then here, take it, my child. Go forth, and all of the leveling queues and two-player comms in Savage Raiding will be yours. For you are the #1 Sage NA, and you are my most favored disciple.
Thank you, God. Also, why are you British?
Hiring limitations. You couldn't afford a guest voice. Fare thee well.
Ew, what the fuck? I gotta rearrange this. Sages come from the good ol' SH of Arlian, a healing job produced by the Studium, combining their knowledge of etherology, sorcery, and medicine. Though Sharlayan is typically known for its non-intervention, the practice of being a sage still persists. Watching Alphino job change to a sage in Endwalker was a real treat. Only problem was, my character is canonically a Reaper. Listen, I gotta do it for MSQ reasons, dang it. I have a system! I've been playing Sage ever since I finished that expansion, and I find it to be one of the most enjoyable healer classes out of the 4. So sit back, relax, and let me tell you how to Sage. Is what I would say if this was a tutorial, but it's not. I guess this is more like how it feels to play Sage? And how does it feel exactly? Dude, this shit's so fucking fun. Sage starts at level 80, so you're basically kitted up from the moment this paladin lady slaps a jobstone in your hand. Unlike the other 3 healers, Sage is actually good from the beginning. It also isn't very hard to level either, just do your leveling roulettes and it's all good. The job may have come last, but White Mage, Scholar, and Astro are basically its nepo babies. Well, okay, maybe just these two. Because partnering up with an Astrologian is a match made in heaven. Not only do your shields stack, you never have to worry about anyone dying if your Addersgall heals don't crit. Astro's gonna lay down a fat fucking horoscope, so it's all good. Having a white mage on your team, however, is a test of your patience. They're either incredibly capable of playing their job, or you're babysitting while your caster reses them because you have to raise the samurai who died to mountain fire because they wanted their parts so bad, and this isn't a coping mechanism. Fuck! Scholar is the equivalent of when you want to hang out with your cool friends, but your mom insists that you have to bring your 5-year-old brother with you. The fact is, a Scholar and a Sage can't heal their team very well. Trying to lock in as a Sage when you have a Scholar is kinda difficult. You only have so many Addersgall stacks. And so much restraint. It's true. It ain't all sunshine and rainbows. Or rather, it ain't all cardias and doses. Because Sage, as great as it is often frowned upon. People would rather take a Scholar or a White Mage, with Astro as the co-healer for raiding. Hell, I've seen Ultimate Raiders and First Week Savage PFs block Sage from even stepping foot onto their sacred soil. They will tell you that your healing is low, tell you that your shields are shit compared to your predecessors, that you will never, ever be a main healer, that you're not even worthy as a second slot. And to that I say, bitch, I don't give a fuck. Flag my balls! Flag my what? If I could sum up Sage in a single sentence, or rather a series of words, it would be testing my fucking patience! Because I can only handle so many warriors shitting their pants the moment we take 3 steps into a roulette dungeon and they notice they don't have cardia on. We just got here. Relax. But when it comes to healing a tank in a dungeon, the rankings are as follows. Though when it comes to participating in the make Kren pop a blood vessel speedrun any %, it's more like this. I suppose it isn't the Gunbreaker's fault that their mitigations aren't all that great. Or the Dark Knight's fault that they play fucking Dark Knight. But as a Sage, if your tank is dying or about to die while pulling a pack of enemies, it's all on you. It will be your fault if they die, and even if the tank is nice enough to say, oops, or my bad, it will not wash your hands of their greedy, hungry blood. Luckily, if you have friends, it shouldn't be a worry. Hell, I have pals that trust me so much that they'll big dick pull every mob they see, knowing they're safe within my thin, spindly white hands. Until they die, then they point at me, ask me, what happened, and call me gay. Regardless, if you have prior experience with any of the other 3 healing classes, healing as a Sage is a breeze. With some good shields, heal over time, and amazing damage mitigation spells, you shouldn't have to worry about your tank being close to death. That is if they aren't playing fucking Dark Knight. Now, I hate to enforce the I am not your parent, but I will raise you stereotype that healers seem to insist upon, because I dread to think of having as much entitlement as the average White Mage player. But also, I won't beat around the bush. Some players are very, very dumb. This isn't everyone, of course, but the more you run EX trials or queue up for Crystal Tower roulette, you begin to wonder if brain cells start dissolving the moment some users log in. Most of the time, you'll never have to worry about it, but sometimes... oh. You see, Sage actually has a secret ability. One that has never been covered in any tutorial videos I've ever seen. It's a secret passive, one you can earn at level 1, which means you obtain it the moment you unlock the job. The more you play Sage, the more you begin to realize everyone is stupid but you. Which isn't always true, but the more you begin to believe it, the better you begin to play. Because if you think that the other 7 members of your team are far dumber than you are, you assume that they don't know mechanics. You set the bar so low, so your expectations are so high. Trust me, this makes you feel better. My dad works at Square Enix. He told me! Despite the woes I have wept, playing Sage can feel really, really good. Getting a fat Panheim off during a triple stack or saving someone's life with a shield or Drukol just in time before they die feels amazing. Sage gets not 1, not 2, but 5 AoE abilities. If you think the pack is taking too long to die, you're clearly not AoEing enough. If I don't see you spamming Dyscrasia at any moment during a pack pull, you're doing something wrong. You can target the tank while you do this, you have no excuse! People will often claim that Sage is difficult to learn, and they may be right, but listen, if you can learn how to do this, or especially this, you can absolutely learn this, trust me. Slap on some direct hit, crit, and determination materia and eat an entire rotisserie chicken, and you'll be hitting mad crits and dealing some pretty good damage during your raids. There have been times where I genuinely got higher aggro priority than a melee DPS or caster, and it is really funny. Dealing good damage is just one of the many ways it'll feel so good to play Sage. Hitting glorious crit shields, blocking an AoE's damage with Caracol, or even solo healing when your co-healer dies and showing just how much better you are! Is such a good feeling. And at the end, when all seems lost, you can hit that beautiful orange button and cast Techno Mockery! Oh, this is what it's all about. Pure bliss. Nothing sweeter. Play Sage, it's the best healer. Thank me later. Also subscribe for more shit like this. Bye!